So we're going to talk about the leg action in your uttanasana and prasarita padottanasana. So it's common that when we go forward, and it's quite natural to hinge back at the hip to lengthen forward. But in the yoga community, particularly the Iyengar community, we want to lift the hips up, we want to lift the pelvis up, we want to work the legs and lift and go over, minimizing the backward action. There's some, but you're minimizing it. So you go down to the floor, hands are down, and you're extending the back of the legs. Then you hands on and you come up. So one of the ways I'd like to teach it is with the back to the wall. If you need bricks under your hands, chair under your hands, then you can use it. So you step away from the wall first, then you take your heels back to the wall. Have the feet hip width apart because it gives you a broader base and it allows you to release the sit bones up to the ceiling more. Pressing your hands into whatever. If you're high, it's going to be definitely difficult, but it's somewhere for you to start working on the legs. So you lift your toes up, that will transfer the weight towards your heels. It'll also lift the arches of the feet, which will lift the inner groin. So we need all this working. Quadriceps are moving up, and you want the sit bones to move up to the ceiling. So if your sit bones are moving down, this is quite common, and your legs are a little bent, it means the legs are not quite working. So we're going to bend the legs a little bit, push the sit bones up to the ceiling by drawing your thigh muscles up, and then press. This top third of the quadricep has to move back. You have to get some kind of awareness in it to go back. And then you put your hands on, and if you can, you stay. If you walk your hands in closer, keep working on the toes to release them, and then you take your hands, if you can, around the ankle, elbows wide, and draw the spine down towards the floor first. So you get a length in the torso, and then it goes in. Okay, then you walk out to there. So then, that's giving you some intelligence. Come straight away from the wall and try it again. Quadriceps up, lift up. Think of taking the bottom of your sternum forward. So you're reaching out, quadriceps firm. Get an internal rotation on the leg, but not excessive. You can put your thumbs into the groin there to press the head of the leg back and lift your sit bones up and reach down and see then if you've got a better vertical, am I vertical? More vertical movement. You want to feel like you're almost tipping. If you're hanging back here and you're very comfortable, you know you're not there. So you can roll your ankles in, pull the elbows out, come right to the tipping edge so the heels have to work back. And then release out, hands on the hip and come up. Okay. So the other pose that this comes into is prasarita padottanasana. We get our legs wide. Now when we get the legs wide, there's a tendency, because the groins are tight, the hips are tight, to drop back anyway. So you want to stand on your feet, spread to the outside edges of your foot, ankles lifted, and then pull the hips up. This is already difficult for a lot of people. So work with that first. And then again, you're looking at the same thing. Quadricep has to be firm, lift the chest, release out. There's a little bit of backward movement. It's minimal because you're really working the head of the leg. And then you come forward. Release your hands onto your bricks, chair, whatever you want, but don't let go of the legs. So I should be able to move this up and down without this happening. I'm not rocking forward and backward. So spread the legs, lift the sit bones up. I lost a little bit because I was moving, but you should be able to stay there. That wasn't as good as the first one because I'm going to come up, hands on the hips, and then come up. When I went down and I was organized, my body responded. When I went back and I mucked it up, it didn't quite get reorganized. So come back, reset, pull up, and try and maintain it the whole time. It's easier than trying to reassess it down there. So you go down, so your mind and your body are well connected. You're getting all the pieces go to parallel. Release the hands down, press into the floor, and extend the trunk forward. Watch you don't overdo the neck. And then you bend the elbows, and then you slide back. The hands can go back so that your head will come down, and hopefully the legs remain vertical, so it's not hanging back. I'm not going to hang them back. You press down, I'm pressing in my feet, I'm drawing the legs up, and I'm spreading. Spreading the foot in, but also spreading the little toe out. That engages the front and the back of the leg. Hands onto the hips, extend. Now when I come up, think about contracting the hamstring. And right here I start to contract the glutes, butt muscles, so that it opens up and releases the hip flexors. And then step your legs together.